Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel, where today I'm going to be doing my Premier League Roundup video like I promised yesterday. So yeah, the Premier League has now started. There was 9 other games as well as our game against Chelsea. I'm going to take you through them. I'm going to go through, well, player of the week and flop of the week, if I may. So yeah, I'm going to get on to it. So yeah, like I said, the first game of the season was Liverpool v Norwich. Yeah, you think that it's European champions against championship winners, and you know why, don't you? Because Liverpool spanked them 4-1, 4-0 up at half time. They got off a little bit in the second half, but they do that a lot, don't they, Liverpool? Champions League against City, Arsenal at home last year. But yeah, the talking points in the game was when, in the first few minutes, Grant Hanlon goes and scores an own goal, Phil Jones-esque. And then, later on in the game, Salah goes and makes it 2-0. Van Dijk makes it 3-0. Then Alisson goes and gets injured all of a sudden, injures his calf by kicking a football, which has been confirmed he's going to be out for 3 weeks. So that steps up Adrian, who they signed off West Ham a few days ago. And then Origi makes it 4-0. And at that point you think, they're going to score more, aren't they, at this rate? But in the second half they tail off a little bit and Pucky scores for Norwich. Norwich didn't play that bad, to be fair. They looked promising attacking, but bad defensively. But I have no problems with Norwich. I have no problems with Norwich, and I think they will stay up still. Everyone's writing them off, but I'm not. I refuse to. Next up was West Ham v Manchester City. City wanted to do the exact same Liverpool managed to do, and they started off pretty slow, didn't they? West Ham were in the momentum. Felipe Anderson and Haller looking very sharp. But then, Walker assist, Jesus goal. And then after that, they also look pretty comfortable. Sterling gets one. Jesus gets one ruled out due to VAR because he was 1 millimetre offside. Still offside though. And then, well, Sterling scores again. Aguero scores a penalty, having retaken it after missing the first. That was due to the fact Declan Rice ran into the box. And then, Sterling scores another, and he completes his hat-trick. City win 5-0. They're just too good. Liverpool are just too good. It pains to say it, but it's the truth, unfortunately. Next up, Sheffield United v Bournemouth. Sheffield United started the game really well. They had the momentum with them. It was a bit of a boring first half. Then, up steps Bournemouth. Scores a thunder, I forgot who it was, 1-0. You think at that point, yeah, they'll have the confidence now. Sheffield United won't know how to react to this. It's the Premier League, not the Championship. But no, steps up Billy Sharp, 1-1. And their away fans were going mental. Fair play. Next game I'm going to I'll talk about Burnley v Southampton. Bit of a shithousery thrashing, that in my opinion. Southampton's started the game off very well. Just one sec. Sorry about that. Ignore this when you watch it, but yeah, it was a shithousey thrashing in my opinion. Southampton were dominating them in the first half in the reign of Burnley. Che Adams, Nate Redmond, they all had chances, and then up steps likes of Barnes and all Burnley's hitmen, and they win 3-0. It was a bit lucky, but yeah, we didn't play well at times ourselves against Chelsea, so they'll be happy with it, and Sean Dyche will be happy, and I have no doubts. Next up, I'll talk about Watford. Watford against Brighton. At that point, yeah, I thought having the signings they made, Watford could do alright this year. They could break into them. They just could. And I thought they'd have no problems against Brighton, especially at home. But no. Decore scores a horrible own goal. It was just horrible. And yeah, they kind of fell apart after that with goals from some Romanian lad, I don't know his name, and Malpay, who signed off Brentford the other week. And Graham Potter has a brilliant start. Brilliant attacking football. If they play like that, they could stay up, but I doubt it still. But because of that, yeah, I'd be happy if I was a Brighton fan after that. But for Watford, I wouldn't lose it yet. I wouldn't react in a minute. But I'm sure they're really happy with this win. And I would be too. Fair play. Next up, I'm going to be talking about a very boring game. Yeah, I know. We don't want Crystal Palace against Everton. Zaha came on against the team who tried to sign him, and the Palace fans actually cheered on for him. That was the highlight of the game, which sums it up. And it baffles me why they cheered him. He was generally trying to leave. He wouldn't go to training sessions. I know he's your best player, and you can't ever do better than him probably, but sometimes players have to respect their contracts, and Zaha failed to do that. But yeah, Schneiderlin gets sent off. I'm not be surprised because he's shit. It was just a very boring game, and I don't really want to talk much more about it. But anyway, next up, I'm going to be talking about Spurs v Aston Villa. Aston Villa start the game a bit dodgy until McGinn goes on the other side and scores a brilliant goal. He was one of their best players. He was brilliant in my opinion. At that point, they're holding on really well. Spurs were just having chances and chances, but Mings, Engels and Heaton were just stopping them all the time. It was crazy. They literally had everything. Spurs, but they weren't scoring. Kane misses an easy header at the end of the first half. Second half, they were all over them. Chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. Heaton, save after save. Mings, block after clearance after block after clearance. Same with Engels. Until Ndombele, signing for someone for me obviously, goes and scores an absolute screamer all of a sudden. I thought, what a goal. And then Harry Kane goes and gets a brace despite having a poor game, but you know, he's a goal scorer. It doesn't matter what you do in the other games, he's a goal scorer. And that's opening up his bank and his tally for the season. And Spurs are pretty comfortable in the end, but Villa will keep heads up from this in my opinion. I think they'll still stay up. No chance. But next up, Sunday, where I'm going to start with a boring one, Leicester v Wolves. I haven't even seen the highlights, I didn't really bother, but all I know is that Wolves had a goal ruled out from Dendoncker due to VAR, and that, which apparently was wrongly ruled out, but I'm not going to comment. Espirito Santo wasn't pleased, Rodgers was wholly relieved. But yeah, it was just a bit boring, it sounded like a bit of a bad game. I've seen a video though of their Turkish centre-back they signed last year making a brilliant run. See? You don't have to worry about Maguire leaving now, do you, Leicester fans? So yeah, I don't really want to talk about the game for long because it was poor. Piss poor. And the final game we're going to get on to, Newcastle against Arsenal. Newcastle started the game okay, Arsenal okay. It was a bit sloppy at times, but it was okay. Mkhitaryan wasn't great. That Willett guy was brilliant for him in the first half. It was inspirational for him. Thought about getting it forward at all times. And yeah, it was just a bit boring. It was a terrible first half, and it was a bad start second half as well. But Newcastle are going to struggle, like I said. They've gone from Rafa Benitez to Steve Bruce, which is horrendous. And then Maitland-Niles assist, up steps Aubameyang, and does what he does, because he is also a goal scorer. And yeah, Arsenal see it out, and they win 1-0. So yeah, fair play to Arsenal for that. And then the last game was obviously Chelsea, which I talked about before. So yeah, I'm going to go on to my star for week and my flopper for week. For me, the best player this week, to think of it, you're going to have to say Sterling, aren't you, because of his amazing hat-trick. As much as pain to say it. So yeah, Raheem Sterling gets player for week for me. And flopper for week goes to Schneiderlin, because that was a terrible tackle. I don't know what he was thinking. There was other counts such as Zuma, like I touched on in the United-Chelsea game, or maybe even VR at some points, but yeah, it was a good first week, and I'm looking forward to the second week already. Bring it on. We've got Wolves, and there's tasty games in there such as City v Spurs, and yeah, Liverpool v Southampton's another, Chelsea versus Leicester. I'm looking forward to watching that. So it's going to be another good week, and I just can't wait to get the next week started and the season. Good start. Let's have it out. Let's keep it on. Peace.